Hello and welcome to Only Connect, the quarter-finals. Both teams here have already won their original heats, so for them it's a sort of returning home, like to your parents after your first school disco. A warm welcome followed by some awkward questions. Joining me on my right, Roger Prattley, a folk music aficionado with a passion for Indian cuisine. Sean Carey, a former bingo club manager who enjoys athletics and 1970s music. And their captain, Beth Webster, an accomplished trombone player with a master's from Birkbeck College who enjoys Formula One racing. They're all committed fans of social media. They are the social networkers. Beth, you beat the vegetarians in your heat. How have you been preparing for the quarter-final?
We've been having a few revision sessions, completing all the walls online, all boosted by a tea cake.
Nothing boosts brain power like a tea cake. They say eating a lot of fish is the key. Perhaps that was a problem for the vegetarians. Lentils just won't cut it. Your opponents this time are the Antiquarians. On my left, it's Simon Belcher, a science communications graduate who's studying astronomy. Debbie Chalice, a Pilates enthusiast with a doctorate in art history. And their captain, Will Howells, a stand-up comedian with a master's degree in physics and astrophysics. They share a keen interest in history. They are the Antiquarians. Well, you beat the fantasy footballers in your heat. What do you think was the secret of success?
I think partly it was a profound knowledge of all of human civilization and history, but mostly lucky guessing.
Well, I can only hope you know all the answers tonight, but if not, guessing could take you a long way. Later on during the show, you'll be able to play along with round 3, the connecting wall, if you've got a computer with you. But that's all for later, and frankly, if TV on its own is excitement enough, all you need is a nice big teapot full of brandy, and we're going to play round 1. You'll remember, I just want to know what's the connection between 4 apparently random clues. Networkers, you won the toss, but you're going to make the Antiquarians go first. So, Antiquarians, please pick a question.
Eye of Horus, please.
First one will be the Eye of Horus. Your first clue is coming up now.
Is that stars or...
Is it? I don't think so. Is it God? It looks like...
not a god, I don't think.
OK, shall we take the next one? Next. I'll say Beatles backwards. Serena backwards, though. That's Beatles backwards. That's the band. What's Serena? Serena's a person. Shall we take the next one?
Yeah, take the
next one. Robert. They're all just names. Backwards.
Yeah.
Beatles isn't the first name. Beatles, Robert, Serena...
Yeah, I don't think names backwards.
Should we take the fourth one?
10 seconds.
Next.
Yeah.
Oprah. Oprah, Robert, Beatles, Serena.
Yes?
Their names backwards.
In the quarter-final, that is not an answer I can accept. So, there is a possible bonus for the social networkers.
I'll let Sean answer.
They're companies that have been created by the person in question, but they have reversed their name.
That's what it is. They are trading names or brand names made up from one of the founders' names backwards. Anarez, that's Serena Williams' clothing line. The Beatles had a company, Cell-Tape, Trebor, the sweets company that was founded by a Robert Robertson, and Harpo Productions, Oprah Winfrey's production company. So that's a bonus point for you networkers. Please pick your own question.
I will have Twisted Flax, please.
OK. It's the music or sound question. You'll be hearing the clues. Here comes the first one now.
Next, please. Next, please. Songs with swans or music with swans to do with swans.
You're quite right, that's the answer. What do you think you heard?
Swan Lake.
Funnily enough, Swan Lake is the one you didn't hear. That would have been fourth.
It was the...
Sanson, Carnival of the Animal.
Yeah,
that was the
Carnival
second one.
And T-Rex, Ride White Swan.
Yeah, and the first one was the Madrigal, the Silver Swan. We had yet to hear Swan Lake, although good guess for what would have been next. You get the points anyway, well done. Back to you, Antiquarians, to pick a question.
2 reads.
2 reads. You're going to be getting some picture clues. The first one is coming up now.
No idea.
Photos. Next. Dancing.
Is that Death or Dancing Death or Dancing Car?
It's not the
Is
guy,
he-
the Auschwitz guy.
And that
We
is...
wouldn't have that question on here,
Should we do the next one?
Next,
Yeah.
go on.
Next. A blue screen of death. Death.
That is the correct answer. Yes, we would have that question. Oh, Joseph Mengele's a favourite. He's like Father Christmas to us. Known as the Angel of Death. That second picture looks like a supermodel's Christmas party, but is in fact, do you know?
Is it Dance Macabre?
It's Holbein's Dance of Death, obviously to fit in with this clue. The blue screen of death was that third one. That's an error screen on a PC. And the fourth picture, the wall of death on a fairground ride. So that was a nice chirpy question, wasn't it? Well done, you get the points for that. Over to the social networkers to pick a question.
Horned viper, please.
Horned viper, first clue, coming up now.
Next, please.
Atropine is...
Derived from...
Is atropine a hormone?
No.
Oh, OK.
Next, please. Amyl nitrate. Could they all be used as drugs?
I
Is
don't know.
amyl
I
nitrate's
don't know.
proper?
Amyl nitrate. No.
Next.
I'm sorry, I haven't a clue.
You've got 5 seconds. Nope. OK, there's a possible bonus available for the Antiquarians.
I'd sell.
Why would it be sell?
Because maybe Colin Sell from I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, and maybe atropine is in a cell.
And the other two?
You might end up in a cell if you illegally sold amyl nitrate, and you might paint it with Prussian blue.
Very good attempt, but no! Should have been a giveaway in that fourth one. These are all antidotes. Prussian blue is an antidote to thallium poisoning, atropine an antidote to sarin, amyl nitrate apparently an antidote to cyanide poisoning. Not how I use it, but apparently it is. And I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, of course, the antidote to panel games. They're all antidotes. No points there, then. Antiquarians, please pick your own hieroglyph.
Water.
Water. Your first clue is coming up now.
Elephants.
It could be anything. Next.
Yeah, animals. Next. Forget Impossible is a song. The biggest animals.
What else is a...
African element. African hippopotamus.
Octopus is a water horse, I don't know.
Next. Mississippi's a river.
It's a river.
Mud. Mississippi mud
but
cake.
they're also-
What was it, mud?
Elephants.
Elephant mud.
The hippo has river in the name as
Yeah,
well.
because it's water
Greek.
horse. Or river horse.
Hippopotamus is well, what about elephant?
Yeah.
Next. 1,000 is M.
10 seconds.
Mud. The Greek Roman M. Anything else?
3 seconds.
Mud.
Well, what's that fourth clue about?
Don't really know.
Oh, you normally do better than that.
It's the M in mud is 1,000 in Roman numerals.
That's a pretty good attempt. Of course, it's completely wrong. Thank you for trying. Networkers, what do you think?
Letter M.
OK, so you think when their guess was mud, because the letter M in mud is 1,000, I would have thrown it over for the bonus to you and it was M. No, 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 no. Now, this could be one of those occasions on Only Connect when you're getting too sophisticated. Pare it back, think simply. These are, I think you're going to kick yourselves, placeholder words when counting seconds.
1,000.
1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 1,000. Placeholder words for counting seconds, that's what that was. Networkers, there is one question remaining in round 1. It's lion.
Oh, well, I'll have that then.
I think you should. The first clue is coming up now.
Right, next.
That's gotcha.
Is that gotcha? Are you sure?
Isn't that the Belgrano? No,
That's 92. 92.
Opioids, Dolores.
Next.
That's a really hard one. I really haven't got a Scooby on that one. So we keep going, so we've got plenty of
Next.
time.
10 seconds.
Absolutely lost on this. What's the Sun? What might the Sun headline be?
I can only think of
Gotcha.
what's his thing.
3 seconds.
No, we don't.
OK, OK, bonus points available again for the Antiquarians.
We think it's the lights going out. We think, we don't know the first one, but we think the Sun says, will the last person to leave Britain turn out the lights if Kinnock won the election. I think the third one is the lights going out all across Europe, and in Earth Hour, people are supposed to turn off their lights.
You are absolutely right, and they say that Roosevelt's last words were, I think James was the name, James, will you please turn out the light? Turning out lights is the connection, so you get the bonus point this time. Very well done. That means the scores at the end of round 1 see the social networkers with 3 points, the Antiquarians also with 3 points. Round 2, teams you'll remember, is about sequences. There are still 4 clues, but you may not see the 4th one. I want to know what it is. Antiquarians, you'll be going first again. Please select a hieroglyph.
We'll have Eye of Horus, please.
Starting with the Eye of Horus again. First in the sequence will be shown to you. What is 4th? Time starts now.
Bad luck.
There was a crack in the floor, which was an artwork in Tate Modern.
And so you've got the sesame seeds and...
Oh, yes, it was. That's
Do we
right.
need to go on to
We need to go next.
next? That was the they had like bunks and stuff. Was that because of an environmental disaster? Was it set in the future?
I don't know.
Could have been.
Next. Sesame seeds.
Sesame,
Yeah,
yeah, I think you're right.
Ceramic sesame seeds.
I'm going to take it. They're actually sunflower seeds. But I think you know what the answer is. What's the connection? What's the sequence?
They're the exhibits that were in the main turbine hall at the Tate Modern.
That's exactly what they are. They're
Metropolitan
descriptions of them. The actual names of the artworks, Shibboleth is the crack in the floor, Disaster depicts an environmental disaster, Steel Structure is Dark Room, and Seeds came next. Porcelain sunflower seeds all over the floor, but people were supposed to be able to walk on them. Do you know this story? They wrote them off because people walking on them caused dust. Then they found out that they'd been painted with lead. So just well it was roped off because they might have poisoned everybody anyway. Networkers, please pick a question.
Horned viper, please.
Horned viper, first in a sequence coming up. What's 4th? Time starts now.
This is popes. Popes.
Popes.
Is it popes? Depends if it's third.
Yeah.
It comes third.
Next, please.
No, it's,
Something to do with popes, then.
it's definitely to do with popes, but I didn't think Pope Benedict was the third pope, Proclaim was the fourth, but it could be Peter. But shall we wait and see? Shall we go for the next one?
Next.
Peter.
First, Peter.
I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. So, possible bonus for you, Antiquarians.
First, Julius.
That's not right either. I think you both know that popes is the connection. What it is the most popular papal names. There have been 14 popes called Clement, 15 called Benedict, 16 called Gregory, and the most popular papal name is John. 21 Johns. Antiquarians, it's your turn to pick a question.
Twisted flax, please.
OK, first in a sequence coming up. What is 4th? Your time starts now.
It's a horror movie or...
But it's not a comic.
It might be a bridge. That's a
Cartoons
Pittsburgh bridge.
Next.
Is this bridges over the Hudson?
Bridges over... Oh. So what other ones? What ones would there be?
Brooklyn.
Should we take the next? Next. Manhattan Island? Or is that a bridge as well?
I don't know.
Should we go for Brooklyn anyway? Because that's another...
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
You're right. Do you know why?
We think there might be bridges moving along the Hudson.
They're bridges over New York's East River, going north to south, and next along would be Brooklyn. Well done, you get the points. Social networkers, please choose.
2 reads, please.
OK, these are going to be picture clues. What would you expect to see in the 4th picture? First one coming up now.
Arabesque.
Next.
Milking. 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids milking, 7 soldiers swimming, 6 geese a laying.
6 geese. 6 geese are laying.
Do you want to have another go?
You've got dancing, milking, so it'd be laying.
Laying.
What's your answer?
Just laying.
Just laying. These are, as I think you know, from the 12 Days of Christmas, but if you look at it, you're not seeing 9 ladies dancing or 8 maids are milking, you're just seeing the acts dancing, milking, swimming would be next, swans are swimming, and laying. That's what I wanted to see. Well done. Coming in after 2 clues, you get 3 points. Excellent. Back to the Antiquarians to choose.
Lion.
Lion. First in a sequence coming up now.
Let's see.
CYK.
Because there wouldn't be 4.
Next. 1 and 3. 3.
Oh,
Is
so
this a
it
sequence? Yellow, green, yellow, red. Is it the traffic lights? Or, that's red onion. 1 and 3. Yellow and green. Next. 3 equals yellow as well. Oh, you add 1 and 3, you get yellow.
Is it traffic lights? Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So green.
You'd have red and
Yellow.
yellow. Or is it something else entirely?
5
Your
seconds.
instinct.
What's the
Two
sequence?
4 equals red.
2 and 3 equals red.
That's so random. And unfortunately not correct. So, possible bonus to the social networkers.
Go back to 2 is green.
2 equals green.
No, you're wrong as well. You were guessing numbers. The colour is red, but you want the number 4. And I tell you why, it's not traffic lights. These are train signals. Stages in a railway signal. So the second light goes green, 1 and 3 yellow. This is going backwards. Third light is yellow, and 4 equals red. The fourth light goes red, meaning stop. Social networkers. Again, there is only one question remaining. Water.
We'll have that then, please.
And the first clue is coming up now.
Anything next? Yeah. Next.
High remote. Is this...
That's where you get...
Oh, is this hardness? Scales of hardness on the mouse scale?
Could
No.
go up to diamond.
I can't hear you.
Could go up to diamond.
Okay.
Next.
Mountain, right.
Oh no, it's things in the earth.
Oh,
It's
no.
going down. What's the core? What's the core?
What's the call?
What's the core of the earth made of? Is it just iron? Is it just a fucking iron core?
10 seconds.
Magma?
Yeah, but that's made of something.
Yeah, don't.
So just go...
5
Yeah, go
seconds.
Iron.
What sort of iron?
Molten iron.
That is not the answer I'm looking for, so I'm going to go over to the Antiquarians for a possible bonus. And I don't want to hear a chat, I want an answer and I want it very specific.
Guess, yes. With the
Iron core.
iron core.
I'm not going to take it because I was tough on you there. It is, as you suspect,
Solid
constituent
iron.
parts of the layers of the Earth going inwards. The problem is you said molten iron. I think you'll see molten iron is
Solid iron.
the
Yeah, I
third,
thought it was...
deep in at the core, solid iron and nickel. Solid iron and nickel. I would have taken solid iron from you, but not molten, because that wouldn't be the next stage. So I'm being tough. And in this quarter-final heat at the end of the second round, the social networkers have got 6 points, but the Antiquarians are ahead with 7. Round 3 is the connecting wall, and these connecting walls will be going live online if you feel like depressing yourself right along with the teams. Go to your computer and you'll find them there. Social networkers, you'll be the ones who are playing it on television, though, and you've got the choice, lion or water?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, sort these 16 clues into 4 groups of 4 if you can. Time starts now.
Weather. Forecast. Veil.
Report.
Balloon. Balloon. Oh.
Try those first.
No. OK, so weather station. Weather report. Weather veil. Forecast? No. OK. Wedding anniversary. Arts
Things you can throw. Things you can throw. So you can throw
Rice. Petals.
Petals, yes.
Yeah, bouquet. Confetti?
Confetti. No. Petals, grey, yard. Wotton, what's wotton? Is there something, does it start with a 2? I'm looking at TWR.
Oh, yeah.
No. Order of the Garter. Something a bride might have. A garter.
Garter.
A bouquet.
Bouquet. Stocking.
Stocking.
Diamond.
Diamond. No. Award. What does that?
You've used 1 minute.
Draw. Drawback. Cable. Oh my goodness me.
Can you throw do you throw the garter at the end of a wedding as well?
Something you hold on, isn't it? Stockings holding glasses.
And rice and diamond. No. Harriet Vane. These are people who are married to. And should we just start having it? Blue stocking.
Things that fall. No. We're gonna have to start
Staple.
around.
Staple.
That's not. Oh, it's
Anagram.
anagram.
Isn't it carols? Okay.
Pardon?
Carols. Okay, is there a carol Watton?
We're gonna have to be
Yeah.
start.
Got about 40 seconds left.
Okay.
Grey.
Carol Bouquet is certainly an actress. Carol Wotton. Carol Rice. There's Anne Diamond, Anne Rice, Anne Wotton, Anne Hall. I don't know. Dear me, this is awful.
Oh, still.
Blue Stocking, Blue Diamond.
Yeah.
Blue Cable.
Blue rice, blue vein, blue. Okay.
You've got about 10 seconds now. And that's it. Your time is up. Don't worry, it's a very tough grid. You did well to get one group, and I'll give you a point for it.
Thank you.
What about the connection? Report, forecast, balloon, station. Weather. They can be prefaced by weather. That is absolutely right. And 3 points still available for connections in the groups you didn't find. Let's resolve the wall. So, Gray, Wootton, Hallward, Vane.
Harriet.
To be honest with you, you know it or you don't.
No.
Harriet.
This is a tough one if you haven't read it. They are characters in the picture of Dorian Gray.
Oh.
Dorian Gray
Sybil
himself,
Vane.
that's
Sybil Vane.
Sybil Vane, Lord Henry Wotton and Basil Hallward. The next group, Stocking, Diamond, Cable, Rice.
Can they be preceded by a colour? So blue stocking, brown rice, blue diamond.
Preceded by a colour.
Purple cable. I'm
Yeah.
afraid
No,
that's not the answer. They are types of knitting stitch.
Oh.
Had you spent
Yes.
last night knitting over a film of the picture of Dorian Gray, you'd be
Well,
laughing.
yeah, rather than
But
eating tea
no.
cakes.
Now, what about the last one? Garter, confetti, bouquet,
Thrown at a wedding.
petals.
Things that are thrown at weddings.
That's right. You knew that category was in there, things thrown at weddings, and the garter is a
Yeah.
possible. But you couldn't quite get the 4. Never mind, you got 1 point for the group you found and 2 further connections. That's a total of 3 points. Not bad in a quarter-final. Time to bring back the Antiquarians for another tough quarter-final connecting wall. 16 fresh clues, of course, need sorting into 4 connected groups of 4. You've done it before. Unfortunately, you have to do it again. So, you're going to get the water wall because the line's been taken. Your time starts now.
Camilla is a consort. Viceroy is a
Prime Minister's
fine.
consort, if you
Wellington,
like.
Beef Wellington, Viscount, another title.
Con-
Contra
Yes.
Oil,
Squidgy was
Contra...
Diana.
Squidgy was
Squidgy,
Diana.
okay, Diana.
Camilla.
What would it be, though? Nicknames for... and...
Condessa, I don't think it is.
Condessa.
Viking is a probe.
Viking probe. Emir is a leader of...
is a-
Viscount is a title.
Isn't Comp the same as
Viceroy's
Viscount?
And Viceroy. Or who else could it count? Contra?
Condessa, I think, is like a count.
Or Contra?
Although,
I think Emir is as well.
Emir.
What's the other?
is Vimy a nickname for someone?
Vimby, I don't know what that is. Wellington, Beef Wellington, Zipper is a zip.
Yeah. But is it
Squidgy is a
shortened or is it
nickname.
a brand name of something?
Anton
I'm sure-
Jubek from Strictly Come Dancing.
Anton
Camilla is a
Rogers.
dancer in Strictly Come
Yes,
Dancing.
Camilla.
Ola is a Strictly Come Dancing dancer. But I don't know who else.
You've used a minute.
Condessa.
Sherry.
Vincent's is a...
Yes, there we go.
Okay, Beef Wellington, Viscount, so Vimy is a title maybe?
I don't
Viceroy,
know.
Viking is the same word?
I think
from the
the
same-
words for count or like
Yeah, I think Comp.
Viscount, Condessa.
Just guess one. You've
yeah,
tried
because we
Emir
don't have
already.
counts in English. It's Earl and Countess. But
Yeah.
that doesn't-
Okay, Cherie's nickname, Squidgy is the...
Squidgy was Diana's one.
Got a minute
Yeah,
left.
assuming that Zipper's a nickname, do you think so? Maybe those.
For me?
I don't think Sherry's a nickname.
Walker Wellington, Duke of Wellington, Duke of...
Wellington Boot. I don't think it's going to be. Is it
Contra was a scandal. Contra Oil.
I don't think.
Let's check. Maybe that's the same as that and that and that. Or Comte, Contra, Viscount. I tried.
Yeah.
Who else? Viking.
I can't see
Got 30
anything.
Viking's a
seconds.
space
kind
probe.
of
Viceroy in
thinking
India.
Wordplay or
People who lead. Zipper. What's Zipper?
scandal.
Squidgy, Zipper.
No, it's a lighter, isn't it? Not Zipper.
Yeah. Zipper is a thing you do something up
About
with.
10 seconds now.
Might have a zipper.
Emir, Kuwait.
Viceroy.
3 seconds.
Viscounts.
That's it. It's frozen. You're out of time. But you've got a group. Well done. That's a point immediately. And I'll give you another point if you can tell me the connection Camilla, Vincent, Ola, Anton.
They're all professional dancers on Strictly Come Dancing.
That is exactly what they are. And you can also get points for the connections in the groups you didn't identify. So let's resolve the wall. Zipper, Contra, Sherry, Squidgy.
Are they scandals?
Or do we think they're the
Zippergate,
nicknames?
Squidgygate, Contragate.
Gates,
I'll
gates.
take it. They're all scandals that were referred to as Gate. Zippergate, the Monica Lewinsky business with Bill Clinton. Contragate, the Oliver North affair. Sherrygate, do you remember that?
She was to do with her psychic, or...?
It was Sherry Booth, the wife of Tony Blair. It was to do with the purchase of the flats in Bristol.
Sun, yeah.
That was that little thing. And Squidgygate, Princess Diana and a friend on the phone, they were taped. So yes, scandals known as something Gate. Next group, Viking, Vimy, Wellington, Viscount.
From ships or boots or...
Don't waste your time, it's neither. They are Vickers Aircraft.
Viking, yeah, of course.
Yes, Vickers, Viking, Vickers, Wellington, and so on. And the last group, Condessa, Viceroy, Emir, Comte.
They're all counts in different countries.
I'm afraid they're not, because an Emir is not the same as a count at all. Unfortunately, you went a little too specific there. They're simply titles in the nobility. They're not all counts. So Condessa is actually female, would be a countess. An Emir, a Muslim prince, not actually a count. They're just titles in the nobility. But you got a point for the group you found, and you got 2 more points for the connection, so that's a total of 3 points. Let's see what that does to the scores going into round 4. The social networkers have got 9 points, but the antiquarians are ahead with 10 points. Very close scores then. It will all be decided in round 4, the missing vowels round, the one where you have to identify the names, words, phrases or sayings with the vowels removed and the consonants squidged up. Fingers on buzzers. The first group are all rival factions. Networkers.
Cavaliers and Roundheads.
Correct. Don't know this one. It's Bloods and Crips. Next clue. Antiquarians.
Autobots and Decepticons.
From Transformers. Correct. No, this one's to do with the Twilight novels. Team Edward and Team Jacob. Next category, mathematical curves. Networkers.
Ellipse.
Correct. Don't know it. It's a cardioid, heart-shaped curve. Next clue. It's tough, isn't it? This one's lemniscate, like the infinity symbol. Next clue. Come on, teams. It's an equiangular spiral. Too late, I've started giving the answer. Let's move away from maths and onto things you can insure against. Antiquarians.
Car theft.
Correct. That last one was cancelled wedding, but I'm afraid it's now a cancelled quiz because it's the end and in a very close run thing. The social networkers have got 11 points, but the antiquarians just win with 12. You're through to the semi-final. Congratulations. Very unlucky for you, social networkers. You've had a really good run, but I'm afraid it stops here. Please join me next time when anything could happen. When I say anything, I don't mean anything. If you see a rap star involved in an airport hijack, you're probably on the wrong channel. Goodbye.
And the next quarter-final from Only Connect is coming up here on BBC4 next Monday at 8:30. Next tonight, kicking off our handmade season with the story of ceramics. Here's a little taster of what's in store.